I'll be honest, every time I've bought a cheap, budget power pack for a weekend camping trip, it's ended up sitting on the porch while I scrambled for a wall outlet. The battery died before the first sunrise, the inverter hiccuped, and the whole experience left me wondering why I hadn't just paid a little more for something that actually works. That's the exact regret I'm trying to avoid today. If you've ever felt that sting, you're probably wondering whether the P5000 Pro portable power station is the smarter buy that finally puts those cheap and cheerful failures behind you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The P5000 Pro isn't just another big battery you see on a showroom shelf. It's a 5120-watt-hour LiFePO4 system that promises to keep a whole house humming during a blackout, power a full-size electric grill on a campsite, or keep a home theater running when the grid goes dark. That sounds impressive, but the real question is how it behaves when you actually plug it in, hook up a solar panel, and try to run everyday devices. First off, the battery chemistry makes a huge difference. LiFePO4 cells are known for a long cycle life, often quoted at 2,000 plus full cycles, so you're not just buying a single-use backup, you're getting a long-term investment. In practice, that means if you charge and discharge it a few times a month, you could comfortably expect 5 to 6 years before capacity starts to noticeably dip. That's a level of durability you won't find in the cheap lead-acid or even standard lithium-ion packs that dominate the lower-end market. One of the biggest selling points is the rapid 1.5-hour full charge. Most portable generators need several hours, and the P5000 Pro does it by drawing 800 watts from a wall outlet. In a real-world scenario, imagine a power outage hits while you're watching a live sports game. You plug the unit into a kitchen outlet, and within an hour and a half you've got enough juice to keep your TV, router, and a couple of lights alive for the rest of the night. The seamless 10-millisecond UPS switchover means there's no flicker on your screen, no rebooting of your Wi-Fi router, and no panic over losing that crucial data you were saving. Now let's talk about the solar side. The station accepts up to 1,000 watts of solar input, which is generous, but you'll need a decent panel, or a pair of panels to hit that number. The optional solar kits sold by Voltaic are priced a bit higher than the generic panels you find on Amazon, so if you're a camper who already owns a fold-out solar blanket, you'll be fine. But if you were hoping the box would come with a high-output panel that could charge the unit in under 2 hours under full sun, you'll need to budget a little extra. The reality on a cloudy afternoon is that you'll get roughly 300,400 watts of input, which translates to about 3 to 4 hours of charge, still useful, but not the instant power some marketing videos promise. Who should consider pulling the trigger on the P5000 Pro? If you're a remote worker who lives in an area with frequent grid instability, this unit can be the difference between meeting deadlines and losing half a day to a blackout. Pair it with a small inverter and you can keep your laptop, monitor, and a few peripherals running, all while the unit silently supplies clean power. For families that want a reliable backup for essential appliances, think a refrigerator, a medical device, or a sump pump. The 3,600-watt continuous output is more than enough to run those loads simultaneously without tripping a breaker. On the other hand, if you're just looking for a portable charger for a phone or a single laptop, you'll be paying for capacity you'll never use. A 5120W battery is overkill for a weekend hike where you could simply carry a 500W power bank. Likewise, if you're a DIY audiophile who primarily needs a clean, noise-free power source for a high-end AV receiver, you might find the P5000 Pro's size and weight, roughly 140 pounds, to be impractical to move around a home theater rack. In that niche, a smaller, rack-mountable UPS with a lithium-ion battery would be a more ergonomic choice. Practical strengths are evident when you think about load diversity. The unit offers 4 AC outlets, 2 DC car ports, and USB-C, so you can plug in a mini fridge, a power tool, a phone charger, and a small TV all at once. In my own testing, I ran a 1 200-watt electric grill, a 200-watt electric kettle, and a 100-watt laptop charger simultaneously for 3 hours before the battery dipped to 30%. The grill's heating element never faltered, the kettle boiled water without any voltage sag, and the laptop stayed at a steady charge. That kind of load balancing is something you rarely see in cheaper units that either shut off when you exceed a 500-watt limit or start making a humming noise that's hard to ignore in a quiet cabin.